Okay, today's our topic is food safety measures, and the second topic which we will be covering will be about genetically modified food. The first thing we will be studying about will be food safety measures. What are the various food safety measures and what are the step-by-step activities that need to be done when any food industry is producing any food material. Okay, first thing is food safety measures. So, if any food processing industry or the food company is producing any food material, so it has to follow, that particular company has to follow certain rules and regulations strictly, and the various protocols that have been meant, they have to follow them very strictly. So there are certain some points to remember. So before preparing any food material, proper planning is very important. If you are going to start any food processing company or food storage company, then proper planning is also very important. And there are certain points which need to be remembered. Like food companies, they should follow all the rules, and they should also follow the minimum standards that are set for the company's functioning. Proper planning is also very important because the various steps like marketing, sales, processing, distribution, and finally the customer satisfaction. So these, and they're getting the response from the customer. So these all activities, they should be set and they should be properly planned. Along with that, they should also follow certain prescribed protocols. Okay, so there are certain step-by-step activities which are grouped into various sections, which we will be studying in detail one by one. First is management responsibility and commitment. So, if we are talking about any food company, so there are certain responsibilities that any food company should follow, like the responsibilities like marketing, sales, customer satisfaction, and then the getting the response, etc. So, here the most important point with any of the food companies is that they should be able to provide the quality produce. Okay, and they should also be able to proper means they should have finally the produce, when a consumer gets the produce, they should be full, the customer should be fully satisfied. Okay, so the customer satisfaction is also very important, and in order to get this final step, that is the customer satisfaction, there are certain set rules and strict rules that the company has to follow. Okay, so they make the customers, and the companies also ensure and to make the customers fully satisfied about the quality of the produce or the food product that they are producing. So in order to ensure the customers about the quality, about the hygiene of the product, they have to follow certain strict rules and protocols, and also the minimum standards that have been set by the various authorities, okay, of the food safety that we have already studied in the last class. सेकेंड पॉइंट इज प्रिलिमिनरी फूड सेफ्टी रिव्यू, मीन्स प्रारंभिक जो खाद्य सुरक्षा होती है, दैट शुड ऑल्सो बी कंसिडर्ड very importantly. Things that are related to food safety, so whatever the activities that are related to the food safety, that should be considered. Second point is all activities like production, processing, distribution, and the consumption, etc. All the precautions should be properly taken. Processes related to food safety should be taken care of. The whatever the processes that are related to the food safety, we have seen in the last class that whatever the food safety rules, what are the food safety principles, that should be taken care of. And also the prior obstacles should also be evaluated. If you are going for the production of any of the food materials in the food industry, then whatever the obstacles or whatever the hindrances that can come in the path of production, that should also be in advance, they should be inspected, that should be properly inspected. C is the food safety policy. The food safety policies that are made by certain committees are also, they should also be taken into consideration. All the safety precautions should be followed which are related to the food safety. Third is planning. Proper planning, as I have already told, that proper planning is also very important for running successfully any of the safety program, any of the food safety programs. If we want that any of the food safety program is successfully run, then proper planning is very important of all the activities in order to avoid any of the failures that can come in our path. So the summary, if we will talk about the summary of all the things that we have till now studied, is the gist of the study is that we should have all the necessary information for a well developed program. So all the necessary information we should keep it in advance. or an organizational planning in the food safety program. Okay, so to run in any successful food safety programs, proper planning and keeping all the necessary information like the hindrances, what are the obstacles coming in the path, and what are the various activities, policies, they should be kept in mind before starting any of the food safety programs. So this is the main thing that should be kept if you are starting any food processing industries or the companies. Food laws in India, if we talk about the food laws in India until last few years, they were not very strict, but now the government has become very strict and it has imposed various laws which in order to ensure that all the produce that is being produced by the food countries, they are completely safe and they should also be nutritious. Okay, along with that, safe and they should be nutritious and the quality of the produce should also be very good. So this completes our today's topic. Now the second topic which we will be covering today will be about genetically modified foods. Okay, the genetically modified foods, you all must have heard about the GM foods or the GM seeds like BT cotton, BT brinjal. So this is the main. So genetically modified foods, they are also called as transgenics, or the other term which is used for these foods is bioengineered foods, because these foods are prepared by the genetic modification or the alteration which is done at the genomic level. The one or two a few genes, they are taken from some another sources and then they are introduced into another organism's genome. So in a way we are doing genetic manipulation. Okay, we are doing changes at the gene level. That is why they are called as genetically modified foods or the transgenics or the genetically engineered food. So there are various terms. In order to make the GM foods, the organism's DNA, that I have already explained, that the organism's DNA is altered or it is modified through various, how it is modified by using various genetic engineering techniques. Commercially in India, in the year 1994, it has started, the GM food was commercially started. Till now, if we talk about the BT brinjal is not yet commercially acceptable by the farmers and the consumers. However, in other countries like Bangladesh, it has been commercially acceptable. So if we talk about the first crop that was used for producing the GM food was tomato, and the variety that was produced by the tomato was flavor saver variety that was used for delayed ripening. Here it is written that first time GM food was developed in tomato to develop flavor saver variety and the trait that was used was for delayed ripening. Generally it is done. Generally the GM foods are developed in most of the cash crops like cotton, canola, corn and soybean, etc. So mostly it is done in cash crops and mainly the GM foods are produced for the herbicide tolerant, for insecticide, fungicide tolerant varieties. GM foods, since we know that these GM foods or they are genetically modified, so we are doing the genetic manipulation at the genome level. Okay, so there are certain authorities which are responsible for regulating the rules and regulations for the development of these genetically modified food crops. The authority main is MHLW, that is Ministry of Health, Labour and Welfare Committee. So this is the authority which is responsible for the regulation of the rules for the production of the GM foods. In India, as we talk, you all must have heard about the very controversial topic of BT brinjal, which is not yet commercially acceptable in India. However, in Bangladesh, if we talk about the BT brinjal has been commercially acceptable and it is and large amount of hectares and of BT brinjal has been grown in Bangladesh. However, in India, uh, because of certain thinking, this BT brinjal has not been commercially acceptable in India. However, as a scientist, we should promote GM foods because most of the studies have now shown that the GM foods are completely safe for consumption. Okay, so most of the GM foods are developed mainly for herbicide resistance. They are used for herbicide resistance. GM foods are developed because their genetic manipulation is done, because they are developed by the genetic engineering techniques. So they are developed in the lab for, and a large number of lab testing is also involved in the production of the GM seeds. The genetic modification. So what is the genetic modification that is being done? It is one or more genes of an organism, means one or more genes of another organism is inserted or deleted in another organism's genome. Either it is inserted or it is deleted into another organism's genome. So we can say that it is a intergeneric transfer also. Okay, so the one gene is taken from some other source and it is inserted into the genome of another organism. Like for example, if I say that the gene from fish is taken and it is inserted into potato. So there are two different organisms, you know. So we are doing the genetic manipulation at this time, taking the gene from fish and it is inserting into potato. And the trait which as a scientist we are trying to improve is the ripening, early ripening of potato. So this is the main what is being done in the production of genetically engineered food. So as we all know that if we talk about any of the techniques, then there are certain pros and cons of any of the human manipulation or artificial manipulation if we are doing. So there are certain advantages of genetic modified foods, GM foods, and there are also certain disadvantages of GM foods. So we will be talking about the advantages and the disadvantages now. Now we already know that what are GM foods. So advantages like some of the GM foods they are resistant, as we can also say that most of the GM foods are resistant to insect and pests. So there is insecticides and pesticides used in the plant. Okay, most of the GM foods they are resistant to insect and pests because those genes are inserted into the directly they are inserted into the seeds of those plants. Okay, the farmer does not have to do anything. They just have to grow the seeds normally because the genetic manipulation is already being done in the lab. GM foods, if we talk about the GM foods, they are more strong compared to the normal food. They are more, we can say that they are more stress tolerant. Suppose they are drought tolerant, they are salt and salinity tolerant. Okay, so they are comparatively more stronger than the normal food because and they are also resistant to the attack of insect and pests. And if we talk about the yield point of view, the GM foods they have higher yield compared to the normal food crop. So the production and productivity of the GM foods is also on the higher side. If we talk about the environment protection, GM plants are developed by inserting those genes which are stress tolerant. So they protect the plants during the stress condition. Okay, because these plants are produced by inserting those genes which are stress tolerant. So they are environmental protection also we are providing. Less time taken for production and also the time taken which is by the GM food is higher as compared to the normal food. Now we'll see into the disadvantages of GM foods. Some of the studies they have shown that after a continuous consumption of the GM foods, there can be certain allergic reactions occurring in the human body that can be hazardous to the health point of view. So according to Brown University, there can be allergic reactions in humans. Allergic proteins may develop because those genes which we have inserted from the outside source into the humans may be they can produce the allergic, those genes can produce the allergic proteins that can cause the allergy. And not all the GM foods are 100% environmentally friendly. This has also some of the studies have shown. They have lower level of biodiversity. Now this is one of the most important drawback of GM foods that within time there is no change in the genetic changes. There is no genetic changes takes place in the GM foods. So, as a scientist, if we want to control any character, we can only control only one character at a time. They are not fully safe to eat. All types of GM foods cannot be used for human consumption. Okay, all that because like for example, BT brinjal, it is not been acceptable, commercially acceptable. It's not been commercially acceptable in India. After some time, the genes incorporated can create the allergic reactions because there are certain people who think that there can be certain allergic reactions can take place. But the recent studies and most of the studies they have shown that the GM foods are completely safe for consumption. So we should try to promote the GM foods because nowadays the population is increasing at a very fast pace, and in order to feed the increasing population, we should try to use certain alternative ways, which are at the same time they should be safe for consumption also. So food supply at risk. Generally, the GM foods are costly as compared to the normal seeds. So if we compare the price of the GM seeds compared to the normal seeds, the GM seeds, because they are artificially produced, because genetic testing is involved, so the price of the GM seeds, they are higher as compared to the normal seeds. So all the farmers cannot afford it. New disease. Now, new disease can also occur in the GM foods. There are an unusual testing means lot of genetic testing is also involved in the lab to develop the GM seeds. And the eighth point is cross pollination can also be a problem in case of the GM seeds. So today here I will like to complete the topic. Now we'll move on to the discussion part.